Hello students, welcome back. So in the last class we have studied about J combo box. So for now we have to discuss something about J tabbed pane. So then what is J tabbed pane? This is a swing component. The J tabbed pane class is used to switch between group of components by clicking on a tab with a given title or icon, and it inherits J component class. So you just keep in mind that we always most of the time we will inherit component class, that is J component, because this is the super class for all the components in a swing. Fine. So now you see how to declare the J tabbed pane. I will show you what is tabbed pane, then I will write the code. So the general or syntax for this is public class J tabbed pane, which can extend J component class and which will implement three interfaces such as serializable, accessible, swing constant. Just you keep this in mind, that is enough to understand now. So now we have to see the constructor of this J tabbed pane is J tabbed pane, which is default constructor which creates the empty constructor. Okay, J tabbed pane with a argument or with a single parameter, that is int tab placement. There you can specify the placement of the tabs. Okay, next J tabbed pane with two parameters, that is int tab placement, where you can place the specify the place, and also int tab layout policy, means which is used to specify the placement and layout policy of the tab. Okay, then how it will appears? So first you see the output, then only you can understand the code. See, this is the output of the J tabbed pane. Now you are seeing, right? So what I will write, okay, this is, here three tabs are there. This is a tabbed pane. The entire window whatever you are seeing now as output, that is J tabbed pane. Here it is having three tabs. One is main tab, visit tab, and help tab. So content is nothing. I have kept the empty content in the box. Don't worry about the empty content, but you are seeing tabs, right? Main tab, visit tab, help tab. So you can switch between these tabs. So this is known as J tabbed pane. Now how to create this J tabbed pane? That for that we need to write the code. So I have already written the code. Okay, so you can see the J tabbed pane code, so that is available here. See, public class tabbed pane example I have taken. I have created the object of the frame class, that is JFrameF. F is the object. So now this is a default constructor, tabbed pane example default constructor. Now within the constructor I have to initialize the object references of frame, panel. Panel also I have to take. Panel means here as you have already seen in the output. So this is the panel where I wanted to kept the tabs. So this is panel area. Okay, I have kept three tabs in the panel, that is main, visit, help. This total area is the panel. So this is a text area you can call. Okay, fine. Now you see the code. First I will initialize f equals to new J frame. I have not named anything to the frame. If you want, you can give the name in the form of strings. So double quote you take and you have to write the content here. That is also okay. If you kept this empty, that is also okay, no problem. So next one is J text area. I am taking this class because I have to set the area. See, in the output this area is there, right? This area, this is called as the text area. You have to specify the size of the text area. I have written 200 into 200 as a text area. Okay, fine. For that you have to use the J text area class. TA is the object reference for this class, and I have set the size. Fine. Now I have to create a panel because this text area is added to the panel. So J panel P1 means three panels I need to take. These are the panels are there. You can see, if you take this area, this is kept in one panel, this is second text area, this is third text area, so that P1 P2 and P3 are the panels. Okay, so text area for all the panels is same, 200 into 200, don't worry. So now J panel P1 equals to new J panel. So panel I have told the area where we need to keep the tabs, so that is panel. This is a panel now. Okay, now I have to add panel, sorry, I have to add text area, that is TA, to the panel. How many panels are there? 3 panels are there. For that you need to write this one, P1 dot add TA. Okay, I have added text area. So only for one I have added, others I have kept empty. Still it will execute. If you want, you can add all 3 also, that is okay, fine. So J panel P2 and P3 I have created 3. Next, the main thing is we need to create object for the J tabbed pane. So that is J tabbed pane, TP equals to new J tabbed pane. Set the bound for that. For what? For tabbed pane. What is tabbed pane? That is TP. So TP dot set bounds. Okay. Now we have to add the panel content to the pane, that is tabbed pane, or we have to add the tabs to the panel. So that is TP. Okay, TP dot add first tab. You can name the tab or you can put the name of the tab. The first tab is named as main. So you can see first tab is main. Okay. Next, second tab is TP, that is tabbed pane dot add visit. Okay, that is P1, P2 and P3. Add help. These are the 3 tabs I have added, main, visit, help. Next, F dot add TP means to the frame I have added this TP. TP means tabbed pane. So set the size, set the layout, and the main method, as you know. If you execute this, you will get the output like this. Okay. First you need to understand how to write the code. What I can do, I can only tell you that how to write the code using the default classes are there in the Java. So here how many classes I have used? One is J tabbed pane I have used, J frame I have used, okay, J text area, J panel. So it is left to you how to utilize these components. For that you need to understand the program first. This is all about J tabbed pane. Okay, so this is little bit simple explanation about J tabbed pane. This is enough for you. So you need to do, you need to write this down from this slide, J tabbed pane. Okay, this definition you write, this constructor you write, and the example you have to write it, you have to understand. Fine, thank you.